everybody? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Frank Wilkes, and today we're going to be talking. I'm joined by my lovely wife, Julie, Mr. Anthony Noble from Noble Arts and Apparel, and Mr. Ken Sledge from Sledgehammer Horror. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. So I thought, before we get started, we could just talk about what we're doing and what everybody's up to, channels and such. Go ahead, Anthony.
I've got nothing going on in the works right now. I'm working on a couple commissions right now, but that's about it, and they're both done.
Ken?
We just released our Krampus review today. Coming up next week, we have our My First Horror Movie with Gest. Travian, he played the deputy in Thanksgiving.
Oh, cool.
And then we are working on, Ashley and I are going to be guests at a convention in Covington, Kentucky on July 19th and 20th. And we're going to be premiering the trailer for our new movie, Psychasthenia, while we're there.
Nice.
So really digging hard, trying to get a concept trailer done for that before July. Ashley's been working her ass off writing. I've been working my ass off annoying her into writing and, just doing that type of thing. So really
that's awesome.
And, just talking to as many people as I possibly can with the podcast.
That's awesome, man. Well, honey, you got anything to add? No? Okay. So we're here to talk about 1974's Black Christmas. One that I had actually never seen this movie before, so this was my first time viewing it, and I loved it. What were you guys' thoughts?
That was the first time I ever seen it too, but mine kept telling me it was from 1978, and then it would say 1974, because I had to split it up watching it a few times. So I'm sure it's the same one, but I thought it was pretty good.
It's one of the best. It's a film that's all about women empowerment. It's about you have a film in 1974 that a woman tells a man she's getting an abortion. It doesn't matter what he thinks. You have a woman that is telling her man, I'm not leaving college because you failed. I'm gonna finish getting my shit together. It's and then you got it shows how sexy girls could be when they're by themselves, when they're all, and then when they're drinking, you've got, I hate to say slutty because I think that's such a degrading word, but you have the slutty girl, you have the girl that likes to drink, you got the bookworm, you got Jess who's just this badass. I think it's a great movie. I think it really is. I think that it's really high up on my list of slashers.
Yes, definitely. Honey, what did you think?
I really liked it.
Yeah, some of the things I really did like about it as well is the POV shots from the very beginning of the movie is a POV shot of the killer climbing up the wall and climbing into the house, and I thought that was really done very, very well because for the 70s, I mean, these cameras are huge, so I was really curious how they were able to pull that off. Not only that, but the movie is definitely psychologically, it does show women in empowerment, and they're telling people, you got Olivia Hussey saying, I'm gonna stay at school and I'm getting an abortion, so F you,
Yeah.
And I really thought that was really, really done very, very well and very tasteful. And I thought even if you take it at face value, just the death scenes and just the sheer terror of it is great. And I love the John.
I think we lost you.
Yeah, you in full pause.
What happened? We disappeared.
You're
Yeah.
You're back.
Yeah, magic trick. So yeah, man, I love the kill scenes are great. You don't know I love the ending where you don't find out who the killer is, and he's just this weird guy that's on the phone just being super perverted, and it's a wild ride.
He's still in the damn house with two of the bodies.
Yeah.
I thought it was such a weird ending. I was it kind of blew me away.
I love it.
Yeah, and I love how he's just playing with her in the rocking chair.
Yeah. It was
See, but
some weird shit.
I actually don't like the kills, man.
Really?
I don't at all. I mean, I like the unicorn one. I think that's pretty sick. But most of them are either off screen or just barely visible, like when she gets pulled with the fucking bag over her face. I don't know. Like, I think, but again, it's the 70s. You know, they were still trying to be as tasteful as they could, and
right.
But I don't know. The kills to me is probably the weakest part of the film. I think the humor they have lands. I think Ashley loves this movie too. But the humor lands. I think it's funny. Like, you know, when they're in the thing and he's like, "Oh, I know. It's perverted. It's dirty, isn't it?" And they all start laughing at him. Like, I think that shit's like fellatio. Like, I thought that shit was funny.
No.
Yeah, when she messes with the cop.
Yeah. It's fellatio.
I thought that was great. And
yeah.
Olivia Hussey is just so good in this movie, and she's so sexy and strong. And like, when I say sexy, I don't mean like, you know, girl in a bikini. I mean like she's just got this air of power to her, and it's, you know, she's just like, I don't know, she's like the perfect final girl to me. She literally kills her boyfriend in the basement to try to protect herself with a fire poker. Like, that's how much of a badass she is. Up there with like Lori and Ripley, Sydney, like Jess is up there for me. I think if they continued her story in like another film, she might have been my favorite final girl. I can't say that she's better than anybody else when she only had one film, but man, for the film that she was in, she was so good. But the only two things in this movie, like, obviously, like, from a critical eye, I don't like the kills, and I don't like the side plot of the 14-year-old girl, like the missing girl. I don't like that side plot. Like, I don't think it adds anything to the film. I think it's more of just like a filler. Like, how can we fill some time? You know, make the dad make it seem like his girl might be out there missing. You know, like, I don't know. That didn't do anything for me. If it could have went somewhere, you know.
I thought that the girl, the missing 14-year-old girl, had something to do with the story. That I was waiting for that connection to be there, and it wasn't.
Yeah,
so
it never links up.
No, that's all right.
Yeah, like to, I guess I.
Ooh, he's right gone this time.
He's way gone now.
Oh, I'm back. I really wish they would have landed as well, because, and like you said, I really wish that it would have had a bigger franchise. That would have been way cool to see Olivia Hussey's story like progress.
Yeah,
it'd have been awesome.
Well, have you seen the 06 or the 2019 remake?
We seen the 2019. I saw the 2019 remake. I wasn't a fan, and you disappeared.
I've never seen any of the remakes.
Really?
No, that was the first time I ever even heard of the movie.
Oh wow!
I enjoyed it though. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Good for a 70s flick.
Yeah, I really liked like the tomato blood when he's stabbing her. I really like that.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back, man.
Now I can't hear you.
Oh, you can't hear me?
I just had a phone call come through, so I'm going to back out and come back in again because I had a phone call come through.
Okay.
I thought it was
What's up, Anthony?
I thought it was pretty cool that Nancy's dad from Nightmare on Elm Street was the cop.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. John Saxon killed it in that movie. I thought he was awesome.
Yeah, and then what was the other one? Margot, or no, shit, I can't remember the other name now. She was Lois Lane. She was in that.
Oh, she was in there. I didn't even notice that was her.
I can't remember her name right now though.
I can't either. Google it.
Or something
Lois
like that.
Lane. Who played Lois Lane?
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
The old Supermans.
Oh, the original Superman.
Yeah, the old 70s, 80s ones.
Yeah, right?
Actually, the original one was in 19.
I don't know where Ken went. He was and been back. Well, we'll be waiting for Ken to come back. Anthony, so like, what was your favorite part about the movie?
Probably the phone calls. That was twisted.
Yeah.
Every time it went to a phone call, the whole mood of the movie changed. It just switched completely over.
Most definitely. Yes, we can hear you now.
Sorry, like I said, we got a party going on here, and it's just the phone call came through, of course, trying to find out where I am. So
where are you? Where'd you go? Yeah, I didn't. What was the name?
You're talking about Margaret Kidder.
Are you talking about Margaret Kidder?
Yeah.
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 The original one was in 1950.
The original one is 1950.
No,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With.
Oh, okay.
But Margaret.
Yeah, I know
Kidder.
what you mean.
Yeah,
is the one you're talking about.
I definitely thought the phone calls
Christopher
were
Reeve's Batman's or Superman's.
yes. I really felt like every time you're right. Every time the phone rang, it was more and more intense. You know, it would change the dramatic of the film every time. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, it's totally night and day between when it's not on the phone and when it's on the phone. The
Yeah.
second she even hears the phone ring, the whole mood changes every single time.
Yeah, exactly. I really liked the girl's dad that went missing. Like, I don't know, like he was one of my favorite characters too, just because he doesn't know what's going on and he's super confused.
He just seemed like too good of an actor to be in it, like a
Yeah.
classically trained actor or
Yes.
something.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
All right. I mean, my phone is literally on Do Not Disturb. I don't know how phone calls keep coming through. It kind of pisses me off, actually. But no, what I was saying is, you know, they tried to continue the story with the 2006 remake. The 2019, I think, is just absolutely a pathetic attempt at any type of movie, let alone a horror movie, let alone a Black Christmas movie. But if you guys haven't seen it, they have a fan film called It's Me, Billy. And It's Me, Billy Chapter 2 is coming out, and Dave McRae allegedly got Olivia Hussey to come back and reprise her role in this film. So I'm really excited to see where Dave could take it. 'Cause It's Me, Billy is great. Like, it's really, really good. I cannot recommend It's Me, Billy enough. It's on YouTube. And Dave actually just played Freddy Krueger in the film Dylan's New Nightmare.
I haven't seen that yet, but yeah, that's awesome.
So sick. And he's actually directed. He wrote and directed It's Me, Billy, and he's writing and directing It's Me, Billy Chapter 2. And like I said, he allegedly, from what I've heard, I haven't heard it from Dave himself, but from what has been posted on social media, Olivia Hussey is coming back to reprise her role as Jess in this fan film. So
that's awesome. That's going to be super awesome. And it's called Me, Billy. I will have to definitely check that out because I really, really love this movie. It's Me, Billy?
Yep.
Yeah. So, and does it kind of explain who Billy is? Okay.
Because they give you no direction as to who Billy is in that movie.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like about the 2006 one. Like, I don't like the incest storyline. I'm not going to get too deep in that, obviously, because we have little ears. I don't like the Agatha stuff that happens in the 2006 one. The only good thing about that movie to me is the kills. You know, you get actually, I think in the 06 one you get too much Billy. I like the mystery of who is Billy, what is his motive, what does he want. You know, it's kind of like The Shape. Like, he's just some crazy guy that is insane and wants to hurt people. There's no why behind it. You know, like the first Halloween movie. Why is he killing a babysitter? Who cares? He's crazy.
Exactly.
He's got the devil's eyes.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I loved about Billy is there is no why. There is no, you know, what's he doing? What's the reason? He's crazy. He wants to hurt people. Like, that's it.
Yeah,
so
and the fact that they never
like a huge backstory, I just don't think it's necessary. It's kind of like Rob Zombie's Halloween. Like,
exactly.
He was just misunderstood. He was bullied as a kid.
Right. I mean, I liked that version a little bit. Like, I liked the backstory, but I think they went too far with it. See, especially with that Halloween movie.
I love the second half of Rob Zombie's Halloween. Like, when he becomes an adult.
Yeah.
Brutal, vicious. Tyler Mane is phenomenal. But like I said, like, when you give me that, it was not, he was bullied. His mom was a stripper. People picked on him. He was the devil, man. He had the devil's eyes, the black eyes, even as a little boy. That's like Freddy Krueger being like, I'm not bad, I'm misunderstood. Ha! You know, like, it's like,
right?
It just doesn't vibe with me, man. And that's why I really liked the original Black Christmas from '74, because it's just so mysterious and scary. And this came out the exact same day as Texas Chainsaw.
That's crazy. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Iconic horror movies came out the exact same day.
That's amazing.
How sick is that?
That is
the
amazing.
Internet, you know, before all that, where you could promote your stuff, two of the greatest horror movies. I don't consider Texas Chainsaw a slasher. I know I'm weird. They came in his house, man. He was protecting his house.
That's true.
Home Alone with chainsaws.
Yeah, exactly. So, who ate the last cheese pizza? But to me, it's just like, you know, those kids went into his house, man. Like, whatever happens. as the Texas franchise goes, it becomes a lot more slasher. But I think if the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, exactly the way it is, if it came out today, it'd be an A24 film. Nobody would call it a slasher. It'd be an artsy A24 film. All the beautiful shots and the grainy, and the snap ball. Like it's an art film to me. So
Yeah.
I think Black Christmas is just like a fucking slasher. Like Billy goes into their sorority house and is like Agatha or whatever the girl's name is.
Yeah.
Yeah, using the upstairs phone.
Yeah, and that's so crazy too, because like you didn't think that the killer was coming from the inside the house, and that was awesome. John Saxton rules in this. I love that he is in this, and he plays basically the same character as Nancy's dad, almost.
Do you think so?
I think so. Yeah, I think he's borderline the same character.
See, for me, I think what I was gonna say is I feel like it's the opposite.
Really,
I love that he played a cop, but I feel like he's the complete opposite of who Nancy's dad is in Nightmare. Because in that one, he's like really strict, really serious. He doesn't want to take no bullshit. And in this movie, he's kind of like a little bit of a jokey, laughy, funny kind of guy. He kind of has a like air of like, not like arrogance, but like confidence about him. Where in Nightmare, he's more of like a drunk, insecure, like trying to keep people at bay. Just focused on the job, nothing else. I felt like, he played a cop in both movies, but I just really feel like in this one, he's like the part where he just busts up laughing. Like to me, you would never see him do that in Nightmare.
Maybe they're the same guy. Maybe he had to change his name, and that what happened in '74 fucked him up. So, and shit keeps happening with his kid and this guy Freddy Krueger. He can't get away from it. Maybe he's the same guy.
We know that Nancy had an older brother or sister that died because of Freddy Krueger.
True.
So,
I really wish that part is in that movie.
I know, me too. That's such a great part of that movie.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah. Did you ever see that Anthony, where they talk about there's a deleted scene in Nightmare where they pulled Nancy's the glove out of the furnace, and she says Nancy's mom tells her that she has a brother or sister, and it completely changes the dynamic of the movie. If you put that part in and take out the stupid blow up mom, like that movie's awesome.
Dude, there's this deleted scene and she's telling Nancy like the reason that we're so afraid of Fred Krueger is he killed I can't remember, I think it's a brother.
Yeah.
He killed your older brother. And they have this whole like dialogue when she's showing Nancy the glove inside the heater. They have this whole dialogue part there about how, she was killed or he was killed, whatever. And I agree with Louis, like that adds so much, like why this family is so anti-Fred Krueger, like it's personal, and why Fred Krueger wants to get Nancy so bad.
Yeah.
I think that it really helped the story both ways. I have no idea why they would have taken that out.
I don't know either.
Check it out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Too far into it.
What's that?
I said it was a good backstory without diving too far into it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they still call Newland Cinemas the house that Fred built because that movie saved their fucking film company.
Really?
Yeah, they were going tits up.
And then
they put out Nightmare.
Completely saved New Line.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Bob Shea tried to fuck it up with that end.
With what?
Worse. The ending of that movie.
Ending. That ending was terrible.
This garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Where she yanked through the door.
Dude, and that stupid Freddy car, that's the dumb. I hate that fucking car. If I met that car and it was a person, I'd punch him right in the face. I wouldn't like him. I just wouldn't like him. I'd be like, you're a bad person and I don't like you.
You're a bad person. So, like, going around the room, what was your favorite Christmas present from Santa Claus? Your favorite, as a kid?
Nintendo.
I was gonna say it's either got to be the Nintendo or the first time I got a DVD player. One of those two.
Lovey?
My original Nintendo.
Yeah. I'm going to go the other way. I came out in 1991. This is the first Christmas without my mom. So I came outside and came downstairs, and I was really into Ghostbusters. The movie was like one of my favorites. So I got the Ghostbuster house, the car, all the guys, the backpack, the jumpsuit, the trap, bed sheets, T-shirts. I mean, I was Ghostbuster that was the coolest Christmas present ever.
I love how you were like, it was the first one without my mom, so they were like, hey, try to catch her.
Yeah. That's funny.
Don't worry, my mom's dead too, so I've tried to do the
Yeah.
Ghostbuster thing. She's right here. This is the best build-up ever. Like, yeah, I lost my mom, so I got a whole bunch of Ghostbuster stuff. Just trying to see if I could catch her, you know.
Right.
Hanging out with Slimer now, like just trying to
Right.
figure out what's going on.
Switching gears, what did you guys both saw the Night Howler. I was curious to what you guys thought about it.
I had a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Obviously being a part of it was super, super cool. Like that meant a lot to me and Ashley. And, you know, we had a great time filming it. We were laughing. We were having a good time. And then to watch the finished product. The big thing is, like, it doesn't matter what you've done, what you do. Making a film is hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bottom line, like, it doesn't matter if it's a 5-minute short or a 2-hour epic. It's hard and it's a lot of work. And people hear the term short film and there's this taboo around it. Like, oh, it's a short film, so it's easy because it didn't take a lot of time. Like, bullshit.
Took all summer to shoot that.
Is just as hard as making a, you know, full-length feature. Because a lot of times when you make a short, you don't have the time. You know, you have a 1-week filming schedule to pack in all this stuff and hope that nothing messes up, hope that you don't lose anything on the cutting room floor, like, and then you got to do your score. Like, I think making a short film is so hard, and you guys nailed it, man. Like, you guys made a film, and it's lovely, you know. Like I said, I'm so proud and so honored to be a part of it. It's just one of those things that I feel really proud. And the thing for me is it's so hard. I don't think people that have never made a short film or been a part of doing something like that don't understand how truly hard it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like when we were kids and we followed each other with a, you know, big ass camcorder and everything was just done on a VHS tape. You know, now you can do multiple shots, you can do your editing, like you can create a great piece of art on a cell phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, the fact that you guys went out and absolutely crushed it with the Night Howler, it's so much fun, dude. And I'm so proud of you. You guys did such a good job, and
thanks, man.
I can't wait for what you guys do next. Like,
oh, we got big plans for the next one.
We had a lot of help, and we are getting even more help with every single more one that we do.
Mm-hmm.
We get more help.
We get more people
involved. People are joining.
Yep. And that's the best part about it. It's all for fun. So
yeah.
And when you can work with your friends in the community, that makes it, you know, so much more fun, man.
Yeah.
Like when you hit us up, we're like, hey, would you be willing to do this priest and nun thing? We're like, does a bear shit in the woods wipe his ass with a white rabbit? Yeah, we're in. Like 100%. We'll do it.
Fuck yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, and it was a blast, you know? So those are the things that, like, you can go out, you can have a good time, you can have fun, but you're making art and you're creating something that you can share for the rest of your life. You know, our kids can grow, and when we're gone, they still have these things they can go and watch and remember us by. You know, like they can just go get on their phone and look up videos of us and what we were doing. And, you know, that was my dad, that was my mom. I miss them so much, and I can watch them right now. You know, I can go and see them and hear their voice. And that's something, a gift that we made for ourselves. It's a lot of fun that we're giving to our kids. So,
yeah, definitely. What do you think, honey? Yeah. What did you think of the movie?
Our movie?
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
Impartial.
I was waiting for her to be like, it was all right, but you sucked, Louie.
Sucky actor over here.
Oh, no, I'm like the Nazi over here just yelling at everybody. You have to do it this way or that way or this way or that way.
I'm the one that forgets her lines. What? What was I supposed to say?
They do the same thing like 55 times.
Well, it's usually because me and Kimmy are laughing so hard.
That's true. Yeah, it's just too funny.
Yeah. But listen, I love all of you. It was really nice, Julie, to finally meet you. Noble, it was nice to meet you. But I am doing the Christmas thing.
Yeah, of course,
my
man.
nieces and nephews, my grandma's here. So I'm going to go at 9 o'clock. I got to jump on another one for a couple minutes too. So I'm going to go do some visiting, some loving, some hugging, some kissing. And seriously, I love all of you guys. Thank you for
love you, man.
this. Thank you for including me in the Night Howler. I
Absolutely.
nothing but the utmost success. Obviously, Louis, we'll keep texting back and forth. Go Lions. And I hope you guys all have an amazing, amazing fucking holiday.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Tell everybody we said Merry Christmas.
I will.
Bye.
Later.
Bye.
So yeah, man. Why don't you tell us what you thought, Mr.
I thought
Anthony?
it was great. Because a lot of times, like, I gotta watch this shit while I'm working because my schedule's kind of crazy. And I was laughing the whole way through. Like, I thought you guys put enough humor into it. You kept it serious enough, but you put enough humor into it that you can enjoy it on both levels. And I thought that was pretty fucking cool.
Thanks, man.
A lot of horror movies, you know, they take themselves either too seriously or they're just a spoof. You know what I mean?
Right.
But so it's pretty rare where I could watch something or listen to something and it kind of keeps you engaged because it is serious enough, but you know, they got enough humor in it that it's not just one thing, right?
Right.
I thought it was pretty cool. I thought the script was the script, I guess you'd call it, or everybody's lines were pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
There's a few that had me laughing pretty fucking hard.
I
remember texting you after the one. I think the guy called him a retard or something.
She said, "Shut up, you cripple." That had the cane.
I was laughing. I remember texting you. I'm like, "Oh shit, shut the cripple."
Shut up, you cripple. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing. Like, it's mostly ad-libbed. Is one of the things. Is like I write the script and then it's mostly just us having fun with it. Or forgetting what we said, or just throw lines out there.
Kimmy and her, and that's very much preparation.
Yeah, Kimmy cracks me up because she comes up with like her own character every time.
She does, and she really puts forth effort.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because if you only knew the people that were actually playing it, you would laugh even harder at their character because they're like, I don't know, some of them totally match and others are totally opposite. Yeah,
because like you know these people really well, and then when they play a character, and they're trying to do something and they're really into it, it's really funny.
Or inside jokes.
Yeah.
Well, it's cool just to see people really enjoying what they're doing too, right?
What's that?
It's cool just to see people really enjoying and putting the time and effort into something that's, you know, no one threw you a $2 million budget, but you did it and you had fun and people are enjoying it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, it's like Blair Witch.
Oh, love that movie. I love the Blair Witch.
A few bucks and a fucking camera. Have fun.
Oh, dude, I love the Blair Witch. And I love the Blair Witch because it's so punk rock and it's so much fun. And the way they shot it was just, that's just the way.
Ooh.
You know, they gave them they didn't know what they were doing from day to day. And the only instructions they ever got was in a film canister that was dropped off in their tent every morning. So it opened it up and like, you guys got to go west, and then it'll say you have to be lost. And they didn't even tell them that Josh was going to go missing. They just woke that guy up in the middle of the night and took him away. And then they started fucking with their running through the woods. That's all real. That's them just stressed out for like days. I love that movie. It's so good. And everybody craps on it. I've always loved it. I did too. You know, most likely, I think the reason people shit on it so much is because when it came out in theaters, it was on like an 8mm camera, so it just made everybody fucking sick. Yeah,
that's what it was. It just made everybody sick, and I think that people like use that as a reference. They're like, "Oh, I remember when." Yeah, they did. They definitely used Blair Witch as like a crutch when they're like, "Oh, I don't like found footage films." But I remember when that came out in like the 1990s, and their one thing for marketing was they made it look like an actual fucking website, and it would look like these kids were legitimately missing. They were missing, because it looked real as fuck. And then it came out like a week later that it was fake. But like it was, it looked real to me. It was scary. The hype, all of that was fantastic. It was the hype. The build up for that movie was so fun. And then I saw it like a week after it came out. But my cousin came home and he was like scared shitless of this movie because he was able to notice everything all the first time around. I had to watch it a couple times to get like the kid's face in the tent and them laughing and all that shit.
Kid's face in the tent.
Yeah.
So like when they're sleeping in the tent before they run out, and she's like, "Look at that!" Like before they run out, there's you can hear kids laughing, and right as they pan back, you can see one of the kids press his face against the tent. It's fucking scary. Yeah. Yeah, and it's just fun how they did it. Yeah, I love that movie. I could talk about that movie forever.
Oh no, you're just gonna have to watch it again.
I know, right?
Well, now I gotta see the face. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Now you gotta go check it out because now you're like, wait a minute, that's so cool.
I just
But
always
yeah,
love
man,
that
like,
one guy when he's like, I kicked a fucking map in the lake. Fuck off. He's just,
oh my god! You've been telling me we've been walking in two in one direction for 2 days for no fucking reason. Oh
just
man,
give
I
it.
would have killed him.
Right.
Legitly choked him out right then and there. I would have been so mad.
Matt
he deserves
Master
to die for
down.
that.
Oh, I would have never thought. If I get out of here, man, I'm never talking to you again. Fuck you.
Yeah. I'm fucking kicking you out of film school, bitch.
You're never working with me again. So what are your other kind of favorite holiday horror films?
I don't watch too many of the holiday horror ones. Like obviously
really?
the old Gremlins or whatever, but yeah, I'm not too huge into like Christmas movies really.
Yeah. Well, have you seen Violent Night yet?
No, and I haven't seen. That's the one
That
with
was
the
so good.
pissed off Santa, right? Yeah, I haven't seen
Yeah.
it yet, but my son was telling me it's fucking amazing.
It is. It's kind of like if you watched like the Santa Claus. It's like a holiday movie with Tim Allen. It kind of feels like that, but then it totally turns into like just people getting massacred. It is truly awesome, and David Harper is like the perfect person for this role. And I love all like
the
they.
Last Hellboy.
Yeah, and then like like John Leguizamo has for all of his guys, he's like the main bad guy, and like he for all of his guys, he's got like these shitty like Christmassy like puns like ginger snaps and like fucking
Their names, their nicknames.
yeah, sleigh bell, and I just love the shitty Christmas puns because it was so fucking perfect. It was a really good movie. I suggest checking that one out. And then
Amazing.
yeah, Violent Night was awesome. Also, like Silent Night, Deadly Night, that's another fucking classic movie. I don't know if you've ever seen that at all.
No, last one I really checked out was that Krampus one.
Oh, yeah.
That's a little older though, but yeah, that's probably the last one other than this one that we just watched or whatever.
Yeah. Well, Violent
Night,
Night, and I strongly urge you to watch, Silent Night, Deadly Night. There's like 4 movies. The first one's the best. Like you could watch the second one and basically watch the first one because it's like most of it's just a flashback.
Yeah. I want to check out that I Am Billy that he was talking about.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah. That sounds awesome. I definitely want to see that. I'm always in the
just to carry on the story, right? Like just
yeah. I actually never saw the 2000
movie.
What's that?
It didn't give you fuck all at the end of the movie.
No, it didn't. It didn't give you anything. And like I mean, I get what Ken was saying. Like, it's kind of cool to have like this mystery to him, but for me, like I wanted just something little, like at least catch the dead bodies in the attic, like something. Or
well,
like
even at one part, you start to think that it is the boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like just a little bit, they kind of like push it in that direction, and then all of a sudden he shows up right when she's in the basement. You're like, oh, maybe, and then now
she whacks him apart with a fire boulder.
Fucking attic still.
Yeah, and he's like playing with the dead body in the chair. It's fun. It's a fun movie. I really liked it. And like I said, like the POV shots of the killer walking up up the side of the building and going inside. Like I never saw another POV like horror film from the 70s, except like Halloween. Halloween did it a few years later, but I mean this is totally different. You can see his hands and the way he kills people, and that's brand new. Then that's a different way of shooting a movie. That's why I like it. They really stepped outside the box and thought like what they could do to make this one stand out.
But back then, this was the box. Like,
yeah,
they didn't have a lot of the slasher movies. They didn't have any of the big franchises. Like, this was kind of like, probably a lot of them stole something from this, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think that a lot of movies. Yeah, I think a lot of films are inspired by this. A lot of horror films, and not even a lot of horror writers, just the way it was written. It was actually supposed to get a 1985 TV debut. They were actually going to play this in this Christmas of '85, and they were going to play it on TV, but it wasn't going to be called Black Christmas. It was going to be called like When a Stranger Calls or something like that. They changed the title of it, and they decided to pull the movie like a week before. because there was a bunch of sorority sisters murdered down in Florida, and they were like beaten with a piece of wood, and the killer got away. And later you find out that Ted Bundy was actually the one that was killing those girls down there. So Ted Bundy's the reason that we never got a TV debut of Black Christmas. So fuck you, Ted.
Black Christmas is loosely based on what happened in Quebec.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then I thought it was neat that it was actually filmed in Canada too.
What happened in Quebec? I didn't read that.
It was just a thing that happened with a bunch of sorority girls as well, but that's what this story was loosely based on, I guess.
Right.
And then like you always watch horror movies, and they always talk about like, oh, the killer's upstairs. This is the original one with the killer being actually on the other phone on fucking stairs.
Yeah, it's true.
That was pretty cool too.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and this movie, I guess, tanked in America, but it kicked ass in Canada.
Yeah, I think it was filmed in like Toronto or some shit.
Yeah, I think so too.
You have to think that all these older movies, they set the bar for all the newer ones.
Exactly.
So, like you were saying,
definitely
set that bar of what's happening, like what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know if you noticed, there's not a lot of movies that haven't been ripped off from other movies.
True.
Everybody's running out of ideas.
So they're just ripping everybody off.
Yeah.
No, that's why there's so many fucking reboots.
Remake.
Exactly.
Which I have a really hard time with getting into remake.
I do too.
But that's not how the original went.
Exactly.
Yeah, the last one I seen was that fucking Pet Sematary one, and it was horrible.
Oh, you didn't like that one?
Shit. No, I like the original.
Fair for you there.
I didn't mind it. I thought that there was some really cool ideas, but it wasn't the original.
No, the original was so much better.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Mr. Munster.
What's that?
With the old Munster fucking.
Oh yeah. The OG, the 1989 version. Yeah, that shit's scary. The guy who plays the sister, the one with a twisted back, which is like the scariest part of that fucking movie. That's a guy. That's a dude dressed up like that. Yeah. Oh my god. When she's like,
that's the only fucking scene that's ever scared me when I was a kid. Out of any horror movie.
Was that gross sister?
Yeah. Twisted up Zelda, yeah. Fuck me. I remember like sneaking around the corner and watching movies I wasn't supposed to. And I seen that, I was like, oh, I'm going to bed. Fuck this. I'm going to
bed. Yeah, that movie's definitely scary. I think that really scared me when I was a kid. Also, like Freddy Krueger scared me when I was really little, because I saw it when I was like 3.
The Exorcist.
Oh yeah, my mother. This is my favorite story about my biological mom. But they told me that she went to go see The Exorcist when it first came out, and she was so scared that she fucking had to go back to the theater 3 different times. Because it was fucking scary. She like made it to like the spider walk and walked out, and then she made it to another part. And the next time, the third time, she actually made herself stay. And so that was like one of her favorite scary movies. So I love The Exorcist, but that movie was pretty fucking scary.
It makes sense though. Like if you and I weren't so desensitized from watching all these fucking movies, 50 years of movies now, and that fucking movie came out, it's gonna shit out of us.
Oh yeah.
We're just so desensitized from watching all this other garbage.
I know. Yeah, and then like I said, like practical effects back then were way better than they are now, especially in the 70s and 80s. Like what they were using for practical effects. I mean, when they, like the tomato sauce blood. I mean, they really had to fucking come up with an idea on like how you stab people and like what does it look like, and then how are we gonna do the camera angle? So like the practical effects were so good. And it's right. It's like what Ken was saying is it does take a lot of time to come up with shit like that. So I got to tip my hat.
And everything that little girl said when she's possessed, everything that little girl says when I'm playing Call of Duty, if I get killed, I yell that shit at them. Your mother sucks dicks in hell.
It's a wonderful day for an exorcism.
Yeah, it ruined Call of Duty for me.
Kirsten's been down there playing Call of Duty.
My son's been down there playing Call of Duty. You're probably the one.
Tablet.
He's probably playing
He's like, shut up!
It's probably.
I'm the one bullying your kid.
Like, oh my god.
That would be so good. Oh man, that's so funny. So, you got any big plans for Christmas?
No, well, nothing too big. We're gonna stay up here and have Christmas with Tash's family, and then next weekend we're gonna go and have like a Christmas with my older kids, my 23-year-old,
Oh, okay.
22-year-old, and 18-year-old.
Just kidding.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So let's see. Christmas Eve, we got to go to my cousin's house. We're gonna go for lunch and then watch the football game, and then go see Christmas lights with the kids, and then come home and watch some Home Alone, and we'll watch Krampus because that's the one we watch every year for Christmas Eve. And then we'll get up the next morning and
meat platter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, our meat platter we bought today. And then then we'll open presents Christmas morning and just hang out. We're not doing ham this year. We're doing steak.
Sick.
Yeah.
I'm a ham guy though. I don't even like turkey. I think turkey's just fucking gross.
We usually do a honey ham every year, but we're doing steak this year.
Yeah, steak this year. We usually do a honey baked ham. I always ask like, people that live up in Canada. I'm like, well, you guys don't like Thanksgiving turkey? And they're like, what the fuck's Thanksgiving? I forget that it's an American holiday. Like, you guys don't get to celebrate then.
What? We have Thanksgiving.
You have Thanksgiving? I thought that was just an American thing.
Yeah, it's just a few months before you.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
When's your Thanksgiving?
When's yours?
The 4th Thursday of November.
November 25th.
It's always the 4th Thursday.
I don't know. Ours is...
It's a couple weeks before.
I think it's like a couple months before your guys', isn't it?
I have no idea. I thought that was just an American thing. Like, I didn't even know that you guys celebrate.
Yeah, we got Thanksgiving. It's just before yours.
Weird.
That's like a month or two before, I think.
What are you thankful for then? Canada?
Not being American.
Not being
Every time I come to your country, I get lost.
October 9th.
Oh, it's October 9th. You don't even know your own country's...
No. I don't know what day it is. I don't care about Thanksgiving. I don't care about most holidays. Like, I'm not a fan of Christmas, or I hate Halloween. I'm really not a holiday guy.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I mean, whatever gets me out of work,
Yeah. This gets me a few stats. I'm good to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Some about the kids, though.
Yeah, that's true too. The kids. The Christmas is about children. But we didn't have kids. We probably wouldn't celebrate as hard as we do.
I might. Yeah. I don't know. I love Christmas. I like old Christmas.
This one's all about the kids, but the rest of them are just kind of fucking. All the rest of the holidays are just for money, I believe.
But yeah, I mean, well, Christmas is like one of the biggest conglomerates. Like, as soon as our Thanksgiving is over, like it's not even like Thanksgiving. Like, we go from September, go into Labor Day, and then go straight into like Halloween. There's Halloween stuff on one side. There's Christmas shit. They're promoting it in September.
Yeah, we put up our Christmas stuff right before Halloween ended.
It's all about money.
We actually just put out Valentine's Day candy.
Yeah, Valentine's Day candy. So that that's another.
I had to choke back. I wanted to
That's another holiday that just sucks.
Yeah, I think, why is that a holiday?
I don't know.
A lot of them, like I said, I'm not a holiday guy.
Is your Valentine's Day the same day as ours, or is it?
Yeah, February 14th or whatever.
Okay.
See, I know that
Valentine's Day was that common. And Christmas Day is still December 25th.
They're not on another planet,
though. We're just north of an imaginary line.
What's Boxing Day? I've always wondered what.
Day after.
Yeah, what do you do on that day?
Fuck all. A lot of people go to they do the sale shopping shit, but I don't know. I've always thought I've already done enough fucking shopping for Christmas. I'm not going the day after.
Yeah, well, I don't get it. Like, why is it called Boxing Day though?
Well, it's like your guys' Black Friday. Like that's when all the deals are, right?
Oh, like boxing.
No.
Oh, like boxing, like you're boxing. Oh, well, our Black Friday's like boxing anyway, so. But okay, boxing, like a box.
I've seen videos of your guys' Black Friday, and it looks like fucking riots, man.
It is. That's why I shop online.
It is, yeah. This year was really lame though. Like everybody was.
Everybody shopped at home.
Yeah.
Everybody just stayed home.
A lot of places just closed. Yeah, they were like, no, forget it.
Well, I mean, why go to the shopping centers and trample over P-bill when you could buy a TV from your phone? I mean,
that's what I
did. And like the Black Friday shopping sales, like that's all bullshit because, I mean, it's probably not even that half off.
Yeah.
You don't even get that much. You know, you're getting like 25% off of a $900 TV. Isn't that much?
No, exactly. No, you're still marked right the fuck up.
Yeah. And then if you're in a state that has taxes, those jack the taxes up the roof.
Oh, I can hear my baby giving my old lady.
Uh-oh. She's going to get you.
Oh, for a 2-year-old, she's got some attitude, man.
Oh, yeah.
We remember that.
I do. Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. Well, I guess Josh is going to make it. So, Anthony, don't go anywhere. But everybody else, thank you so much for stopping by and listening to us ramble. Anthony and Ken's links will be in the description box below. Stay horror, and we'll see you